Hello, I'm Denise Sopa, the Chief Financial Officer for Cecil County Public Schools. I'd like to take a few minutes to clarify recent incorrect information posted on social media by County Council President Ms. Jackie Gregory. The primary reasons for Ms. Gregory's mistakes are because of her interpretation of two slides within previous CCPS presentations. The first slide she is referencing showed the increase of a requested 64 positions for FY24. In my remarks last week at Rising Sun High School, I began my budget presentation by clearly stating that these positions are not in the FY24 budget, but were simply requested and could not be added due to MOE funding from the county. Those positions were reflected as a request in the budget presentation from February 22nd. However, those positions were removed from the budget approved at the June 21st Board of Education meeting. This reduction, as well as the reduction of the additional 14.6 positions, is reflected in the decrease in salaries and fixed charges in the unrestricted budget, comparing the slides from the February and June presentations. The next misinterpretation involves a slide presented to County Council meant to show the declining number of classroom teachers only and the corresponding effect on class size. Ms. Gregory has taken that number and compared it to the state budget submission for staffing, which includes all teachers as defined by the state of Maryland. By comparing two different data sets, she has inflated the increase in teachers and paraprofessionals. Ms. Gregory has also failed to share the number of positions reduced in other areas to support any increase in teachers and paraprofessionals for FY24. For instance, we have reduced the number of assistant principals to increase the number of teachers. Another piece of information that is incorrect is when Ms. Gregory falsely states, "This year CCPS has the largest number of paras it has ever employed." In reviewing paraprofessional staffing trends for the last 20 years, 2010 was the highest number of paraprofessionals at 290. This year, we are budgeted for 254 paraprofessionals. It's important to know that these positions are utilized specifically to support pre-K classrooms and students in special programs. As a school system with a very high percentage of students who receive special education services, the number of paraprofessionals will increase or decrease depending on the number of students with disabilities who we serve. In addition, pre-K expansion, as required by law, is increasing the number of paraprofessionals needed to support pre-K classrooms. Finally, it is important to note the distinction between our unrestricted and restricted budgets. Ms. Gregory states that CCPS only reduced the budget request by $1.2 million from the original request. If you look at the attached chart, you will see that what Ms. Gregory has not shared is that our unrestricted budget was reduced by $5 million, which is comprised of the elimination of the 64 requested positions, the cut of 14.6 current positions, reductions to the school per pupil allotments for classroom supplies, and the reduction of the purchase of classroom smartboards. Our restricted budget did increase from our first request, mostly due to an increase in federal Title I grant funding. Title I funds have a specific purpose and cannot be used to pay for existing positions or activities. Repeatedly, comments are made that indicate our overall budget is up. That is true, only because of increases in restricted revenue and state blueprint funding, which come with increased requirements. The county's appropriation only affects the unrestricted part of the budget, which makes their contribution even more critical, because it is through these revenues that we can reduce class size. All of our budget presentations are posted on board docs for anyone who wishes to review them. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.